You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and that makes official. Welcome to the big show. As always, the Chris Voss Show has been around for 16 years. We're going on 17 at the end of August 2025, and over 2,400 episodes on our way to 2,500 that you can just bathe in. You just go to iTunes there and you just wash yourself up some recent episodes of the Chris Voss Show. Bathe in the knowledge that's being dispersed upon you by the greatness of the Chris Voss Show and the great guests we have on the show. Not really the host, but the guests. The guests are the juice around here. Today we had an amazing young lady on the show with us today. We're going to be talking to Maureen Gibbons. She is a doctor, also known as online as Dr. Mo. You can also see her on TV shows with Dr. Larry and Dr. Curly, evidently. Sorry, I had to do that joke. I'm old. And right now the Gen Zers are going, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right. I'm right there with you. I got it.
There you go. She is an emergency medicine. I got to quit doing jokes.
That's all right. It happens.
There you go.
Not the worst thing I've been called.
I think this is why people tune in. She is an emergency medicine, and see, the Mo thing got me because I had in my head the picture of Mo from the Three Stooges. She is an emergency medicine and obesity medicine board certified physician turned lifestyle medicine entrepreneur. She founded AMS Lifestyle Medicine to help patients reclaim food freedom, improve metabolic health, and live fully. Why would anyone want to do that? But we're going to find out. Through a model designed by her to support both patients and providers, she released the physical and mental weight in a life-changing health transformation. She began guiding others and helping them do the same as she did. Her practical, collaborative approach has helped thousands quiet the noise and create lasting change, a philosophy she began in Happy First and now explains in her next book, Freedom to Shift. Lose the weight and gain your freedom at amslifestylemed.com. Looks like I gave you the plug there. Dr. Mo, give us your .coms. Anywhere else other than that you want people to join you?
No, best place to go is amslifestylemed.com. You can see my own YouTube material on watchdrmo.com.
There you go. Oh, God, it's going to be the Three Stooges coming back to me. You want me to call you Dr. Mo during the show?
You can call me anything you want as long as it's not particularly vulgar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's completely different than what people do with me. They call me all sorts of four-letter expletives. I just go by
that. Happens too. It's all good.
That's my name. Yeah. So give us a 30,000 overview of what you do there at AMS Lifestyle Med.
Well, the biggest thing that we do, the heaviest thing that we do is we help people lose more than just the weight.
Stupidity? Do you get to help lose stupidity?
We do help that just a bit.
You need some help over there on Twitter.
Funny enough that you say that, because my whole journey was, I got through medical school. To go back, I had a master's degree in athletic training, practiced for 6 years, went back to school, went to medical school, and struggled through a lot of this. I had 45 plus years of what we now know is called food noise, and just struggled living a life run by food. And I, clawed my way through all that. I didn't know there was another way to be. And oddly, I started my own journey with Manjaro, July 4th, 2022, which was my Independence Day. And within 8 hours or so, my brain was very clear and very quiet.
Manjaro?
It is tirzepatide is the generic name. Okay. It is a GLP-1 in the Ozempic. So if you're in the media, if you're hanging out in the media, it's the Ozempic class, but better. Okay. And even before I had lost an ounce, I was desperate at the time. I had just finished an Ironman attempt. I've done 7 successfully. I had just finished 2/3 of one, which was aggravating. But I couldn't stop eating. This has been so many years, over 4 decades. And I was already up 15 pounds after the race. So I went to my doctor and I asked for help. I begged for help. And I said, I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm a triathlon coach. I'm a certified sports nutritionist. I'm a doctor. Like, I can't get any smarter. Why can't I do this?
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was biology. Who knew?
Biology? What?
I know. Willpower was nowhere in that hormonal cycle.
There you go. Yeah. Well, hormonal is a big deal, especially for women.
And I just didn't know. I didn't know it was possible.
Yeah.
And now I do.
There you go. And so were you eating bad foods or was it hormones or how?
I was eating everything that wasn't nailed down.
Really? Are you compulsive or addictive in your personality?
1,000%, yes.
1,000%. And you probably have OCD, ADHD, and are an alpha, huh? I guess.
Probably. I don't ask to be diagnosed. Let's just say that.
There you go. Oh, it's probably a wrong reference to reference Bill Cosby, but he did say one time, which is kind of prophetic now. I think it was during the Himself tour. He's like, I've never seen therapists because whatever's broken me seems to work. But that was before we knew what we knew now.
I don't disagree.
Maybe he should have seen a therapist. Maybe we all need to see a therapist at this pace.
I don't disagree on that either.
Yeah, especially after COVID, after the COVID crisis, and I'm going to need another one for 2025, but that's another story. So what was this is your story? So what was wrong with your hormones? What did you find out? And then one thing you did mention was that the medication you referenced was better than Ozempic or some of the other ones in the tier of, I know there's a families of those GLP-1s. Why is it better, I guess?
So it has a second receptor. It's tirzepatide. So Ozempic is semaglutide, which is the GLP-1. That's one of those original class meds. And Mounjaro, which is what it was known as at the time, now it's Zepbound as well. Same drug, new label. It has an extra receptor analog in it. So it hits more receptors than just that GLP-1. That GIP receptor is what they really see as calming down that food noise, those compulsive behaviors, all that brain. It's like that ticker tape. Yeah. It's going all the time at the bottom of your brain. It gets real quiet and it allows you to, I could feel things. I never had an off switch with food. I was put on my first diet at 1 year old.
Wow.
I was taking out the whole milk because I was getting too big.
Now, were you really getting too big, or was this an obsessive?
No, I was a little bowling ball, just probably like Mo.
Well, a lot of people are kind of fat little babies when they grow up. Or when they start out. I was a fat baby and. Oh, I turned out fat, but that's because I ate shit after 20. But I was skinny up until 20. So
yeah, I've fought as far back as I remember. I've snuck food. Well, food wasn't my problem. Food was my solution.
Yeah, food is your solutions for the emotional. So it sounds like, and I'm no psychiatrist here, folks. But tell me if I'm right or wrong, I guess. But it sounds like some of this thing that was put upon you at how much you were eating and trying to regulate you may have backfired in the psychology of it. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I earned all of it.
If you were sneaking food and
yeah, there's a lot of behaviors behind that. I earned every last bit of this. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about the biology, the brain is very, very receptive to habits. Mm-hmm. So if I have stress, I eat, the stress goes away. My brain's like, great, let's do that again. So it becomes a very tight circle.
Yeah. Never taking you to the buffet.
Right? Don't.
At least not one where you pay by the pound. I saw the Golden Corral the other day. I was on my way to the gym and I saw the Golden Corral had you could pay by the pound. I was like, oh God.
Wow. The good news is now it's not an issue. Well, it's not perfect. It's a tool. The medication's a tool, and that's the big thing in the media. Oh, it's a skinny shot. It's a magic pill. I wish. I'm not going to lie.
I had that with Ozempic, and I'm not sure I was taking the official Ozempic. I think I was taking one of the knockoff brands. But my testosterone clinic, when I first started doing testosterone,
Mhm.
I got on some variation of Ozempic,
Yep.
and it was really wild. And I didn't have an eating problem. I'm not upset. I am obsessive compulsive. So if you put something in front of me, I'll shove it in my pie hole. Even like water, if I
Yep.
want water, I'll just drink it like a stupid
All the
idiot.
time.
And it's a CEO disease, so it's kind of the fun of being an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
and having OCD and ADHD and squirrel. So so they put me on it, but you know what was funny is I lost that will to eat, and it
Mhm.
was really a shitty time to do it because I did it in November. So like it ruined my expensive Thanksgiving dinner. I took my mom out to a really nice restaurant, and then it ruined my Christmas dinner too because I was like, I don't feel like eating any of this. But I actually went up in weight, 15 to 20 pounds.
It actually does happen with
Mhm.
the semaglutide users quite often.
Mm.
Not often, just more. It's a little difficult. It works really well. It's a good drug.
Yeah. Well, I'm
The
glad
other
it worked
the
for
other
you.
one's better.
After 3 months, I said, we're going to have to bag this. And since bagging it, I've lost 43 pounds just by going to the gym, working out. And
Yep.
I think my real key was the testosterone. When
Yep.
I went in, I had about 463 testosterone, but I had no free testosterone. And they're like, yeah, that's kind of your problem. And so were you low on estrogen or
No, my numbers were all great,
testosterone?
except for my cholesterol.
Oh,
So, yeah, I actually ended up diagnosed with cardiovascular disease, which was super amazing.
yeah.
And that was earned. It's not in my family. It's high cholesterol is in my
Really?
family, but the rest of the inflammation is all diet and stress earned.
Oh.
So yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, if you don't attack the right problem, and the
Oh,
right problem first, right? For a lot of people, and like I said, semaglutide is a great drug for a lot of people, but for some, it's just not.
mhm.
And that's okay too.
And that's okay too. Yeah, I mean, find what works. For
Yes.
me, I just for years I went to the gym for 3 years and I just could not get any traction. I couldn't get that point that you reach where your muscles are consuming your fat and
Yep.
you would have that great burn. And it's taken me about a year and a half of well, maybe less than that because I lost 43 pounds over a year up until July for the year prior, and I'm really not doing anything different. In fact, the biggest differentiator is I've been on TRT for a year and a half. I think in November, 3 months from now, I'll be on it. 4 months from now, 3 or 4. I've been on it for 2 years, but really, the big factor for me is protein.
Oh yeah.
So, um, I I've kind of thinned out my protein over all these years because Cray Ray, the guy who helped me lose 100 pounds, was so he's like protein's a scam, blah blah blah, and so for years I didn't do it. Well, about I think 8 months ago or a year, I saw a gal who's all over TikTok and social media, and she's a doctor who talks about protein. And so finally, I was like, okay, I'm so sick of hearing about the 1 gram per ideal weight of protein you're supposed to take every day. I'm so sick of hearing this bullshit. I'm just gonna fucking finally do it. And then I'm gonna
I
say,
love it.
okay, well, you're right or wrong. I'm just gonna fucking do it because I'm so sick of hearing about it. And I've tried everything else to lose weight and gain muscle. And actually, I actually put on muscle and done really well with the testosterone replacement. But so I did the protein, and that's what's helped me lose 43 pounds. Is I drink 5 to 6 protein shakes a day, and then I have one chicken meal, and usually it's a shitty one. I go to KFC, and I've been just losing weight. Like I don't
But
know.
again, that shows you it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. You've got to
Mhm.
get the protein. If you're not getting protein, it's like building a house with no wood.
Oh yeah, and so now it's been that basically, my friends are like, "Have you been dieting? You lost 43 pounds in a year." I'm like, no, I haven't even been checking my weight. I just been like just kind of
doing the
my
thing.
thing.
It's funny that the weight's not the primary driver. The weight's
Yeah.
the outcome.
And really, my problem was I wasn't getting enough protein to build enough muscle to get the muscle to eat the fat. And that's what's been going on. I've dropped like, what is it? Like in the past 6 months, I've dropped like almost 5 underwear sizes.
That's insane.
That's how much difference it did by me balancing out my
That's
protein.
incredible.
And I'm probably still not taking enough on a daily basis. But
But again, I mean, the RDA for protein is excruciatingly low. That RDA is essentially meant to keep you out of the hospital. Great, thanks. Like, dude,
the 1 gram per, what is it? 1 gram per pound?
1 gram per pound. That's well above the RDA.
Okay. So that's above the air. I was way below it. I was trying to figure out why I was always fucked up, and I was doing intermittent fasting and trying to lose weight that way, and I just go up in weight. And I've always had that problem, especially when I go to the gym. I put on more, I don't know if muscle weighs more than fat. Some people say all sorts of bullshit, and
it's denser, it's smaller. So
it's
1
denser.
pound is smaller than doesn't weigh more. A pound is a pound, guys. We know the
pound is a
powder in the brick.
Oh yeah, that's true. Huh? There you go. So when it comes down to your story, you established this company. How do you help clients? Who are your main clients that you're helping that come to you if they're out there listening and they go, hey, I need some help?
So I did this kind of by accident. I was working full time in the emergency department at the time. Job I absolutely loved. Nights, fantastic for the cortisol. Worked nights for 14 years, wow. Full time in a trauma center.
I know what you're eating now.
I think, honestly, my therapist many years ago told me we seek the teeth that fit the wound. So I was primed.
The teeth that fits the wound.
We seek the teeth that fit the wound. Yep.
There you go. Wow.
So I was working full time, and as I saw this transformation with me, where I had an off switch and I had a clear brain and I could think. I was watching people on these medications try to do things, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not how this works. So they'd get on these telehealth platforms and they'd have comments and whatever. And I said, hold on a second. This is not what we're doing. That's not a doctor. That's an IT platform. People didn't know the difference. They didn't know what to ask their doctor. And a woman said to me, and she said, wait a second, you're a doctor. I said, yeah. She goes, can you be my doctor? I said, I don't know, maybe. Because I knew nothing about telehealth. I knew that I had credentialed a couple years ago because I had someone in COVID, one of my good friends, replaced her income through telehealth. Oh, really? I tried it for a day and hated it. So I was like, forget that. Mm-hmm. So I created an entirely different model that was built on a couple that I had seen and worked in. I never got a job for anybody else in the telehealth space because I didn't want to. I liked the way I was doing things, and I didn't like the way anybody else did. Oh. So,
well, that's how entrepreneurs are born.
That's how it happened. So next thing you know, people are like, wait a second, I want help too. Okay, let's figure this out. And that's how the company was born.
Wow. There you go. And so, what sort of clients out there do you usually see? Do they have weight issues? I notice you do testosterone replacement therapy. That's why I've been referencing that. Yeah. Tell us about how that all works.
So my side of the street is I spearhead the weight management program. And I believe every medical interaction should be backed by coaching, education, and community. I think that's one of the best way for people to succeed. And so I do group coaching once a week with my patients. They have unlimited texting to the team. Mm-hmm. We have a rescue group me. So that's sort of but rescue those are way. Group. Yeah. So when you're in the grocery store and you're like, oh shit, here it goes. Yeah. Everybody knows, right? You're in the ice cream aisle. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. You do I call it the Faustian bargain gamble at the store, where it's like, I promise that if I buy the 6-pack of Coke, I'll only drink half of one a day. Like I tell the story in the show about how at one point I tried drinking half Cokes, those little mini Cokes. Yep. And I was like, okay, well, only half of one a day. And that doesn't, if it's in, like Ray says, if it's in your house, it's in your mouth. Yeah, so don't bring it home. Yeah. Perfect. But when you start whenever I start that bargaining at the thing, I go, at the store, I go, yeah, you're full of shit. I know. We know how you roll.
We know this story.
We're not bringing it home.
Well, it's like when you're walking through the grocery store and you're in the Oreo aisle and there's an apple sitting there. You know somebody lost.
There you go. It's kind of the same when I'm on dating apps. Oh, I don't know what that means, but it sounded like a good place for that joke.
So we do a lot of weight management.
Mhm.
We have a men's performance division. They do men's performance nationwide. We do TRT in Texas and Florida because it's still a controlled substance until the DEA fixes that.
Is that insane?
I can't. We're not even going to get into that discussion, but until that gets fixed, we do nationwide, other peptides, other things. Because some men don't want to start on testosterone because it is a lifelong medication once you start on it. So we do other things. We coach you through. Our whole lifestyle medicine practice is based on living what we call the AMS lifestyle. It's protein, it's strength, it's strong, it's showing up in your life and skin that fits you and a life you love to live.
I like skin that fits me. That works well for me.
Mine mostly fits. There's a lot of hangy stuff now. 50 pounds down, I look like a Shar-Pei in certain spots.
That's that thing. I think I've started to get the Ozempic face hang from losing weight. I've got a little bit of a hangy thing there.
It does go away. It does get better.
Yeah, you just gotta wait all 50 years or when I'm dead. When
you're laying down.
People are like, yeah, he looks great. That's because they pump me full of whatever that crap is they do at the morgue. So you do telehealth. You can cover and help people nationwide. If people are out there listening, let me add this to the top of the layer there of the questions. So I used to have a girlfriend who had Cushing's disease, and I never knew there were natural steroids in your body because I didn't go to school to be a doctor, obviously, and probably shouldn't either. Anyway, the most patients would just run around screaming, "No, not him!" I don't know why. It's I don't know. I'm like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I guess, in the doctor world. Anyway, so I never knew about natural steroids, and I never knew about how, I knew women had hormones. We all have hormones, I guess, but how much it really affected them until I saw, the Cushing's disease effect on her, where it sits behind the pituitary gland as a cancerous lump and causes all sorts of kind of crazy chemical stuff going on. So is that some of the maybe work you do in helping people identify where they're out of whack in hormones?
So the hormone thing from that perspective, that is straight up endocrinology.
Okay.
So that's more the, when I talk about like primary care doctors will get you to a level C, right? They're going to get you to a C grade. They're going to get you to, you're out of the hospital. You're doing pretty good. I want to get you to a level A. So I want to get you living like that life that you thought probably wasn't possible. Let's just wait 40 years, slide into death. It's like it's what I feel like we were given this prescription for was, okay, you go to school, you get a good job, you retire, and then you die. I'm like, okay, is there anything better than that? Because that doesn't sound like a great plan.
Disappointing dates on Tinder. So you get that.
Well, there you
too.
go. Throw that in there for some sprinkles. Yeah.
And then, stupid people, as George Carlin used to put it. And so you help people across the whole gambit of these things.
Yeah, it's really where, a lot of people come to us and really say, I'm tired. I can't get rid of this 30 pounds. I'm exhausted all the time. My sleep sucks. I know, because some people will come to me and say, this is one of my favorite type of clients. I only need to lose 10 pounds. My doctor wouldn't put me on whatever.
Really?
And and well, it's funny thing because when I went to my doctor, he told me eat less and move more. I'm like, you do realize I just did 2/3 of an Ironman. You do understand? I understand the concept.
You would think doing an Ironman that you would burn more.
A lot of women I know actually gain weight exactly because what you said is endogenous steroids. Your cortisol gets so high, and your appetite it spikes your appetite like no other. You got the mental freedom because now you're I've earned this. I've divorced myself from that many years ago, but when women come to me and say, I only need to lose 10 pounds. That's not what they're telling me. They're not telling me that. And because my first question is always, so why can't you? It's like, you don't need me to lose 10 pounds. You need me to revamp your shit.
Yeah.
We need to look and figure out how's your sleep? How's your stress? How's your protein? Do you have electrolytes in your diet? How's your variety? How are your relationships? It's lifestyle medicine, true lifestyle medicine.
Yeah. That cortisol, man, we need to figure out We got to do something about that.
Well,
curve.
you need it. Here's the kicker. It's got a sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
But you can tell, like the ultra runners who don't take care of themselves recovery wise. I'm friends with a lot of professional triathletes. You would not believe how they sleep. I mean, they are like regimented. It's fantastic. But when you see more amateurish athletes who just train,
Mm-hmm.
they're lean, but they have cortisol face, cortisol belly. And
Really?
you just see it. Yeah. Especially, in some of the elite circles. And you can tell when they're going to burn out.
Really?
They get puffy.
Wow. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, puffy. That's what I did most of my life. In fact, I can tell if I don't get my sleep, I'm going to feel like shit. I'm going to feel bloated. I actually put on weight if I don't get my sleep.
Oh, 100%.
That's the only time I lose weight. If I get my 8 hours, then everyone's happy and no one gets hurt.
It's like the most boring weight loss hack ever. Go to bed an hour earlier.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what it is about getting older too. You just don't sleep well. I don't know. What the hell is that about?
A lot of that some of that is hormonal.
Yeah.
Some of that's even things. It is hormonal fluctuations during the day. If you're a female, obviously menopause does crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
So, and part of it too, if you're in our world, you got a lot going on in your brain.
Yep.
And if you don't know how to decompress that during the day, or you eat too late close to bed, your brain's up. Your brain's going to be up.
And that's why you take crack, kids. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Only in the morning. Only in the morning. Don't take it late.
In your coffee. I don't know if that's the way.
Oh, it's collagen in the coffee. Always collagen.
Collagen in the coffee. There you go. Always collagen.
Got to get rid of that turkey neck after losing 50 pounds.
Is that if I doubled up on the collagen, would that help me?
It does help a little. It does. See my thought process when you see older individuals, right? What does their skin look like? Your skin naturally starts degrading.
Yeah.
So I have, and they say, don't count collagen as your protein. Okay, listen, guys, I'm trying to get 120 grams in this little frame here. I am not big boned by anybody's standards. Leave me alone. I'm counting the collagen. So.
Well, you have so much collagen evidently when you're young.
Yes.
And
same with NAD.
Yeah.
I mean, NAD it's a cofactor that declines precipitously when we age. And it's absorbed piss poor orally. So, a lot of the clinics out there will do injectable NAD. We do also have that in our repertoire because it's a cofactor for energy production.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, if you would like energy, you got to have something to build it from. Same with the protein.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. I've often wondered about NAD, and I've heard this, that,
It's
and the
fantastic.
other. And really? Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should talk about some more. I have friends that are on the roids. They're doing the roids.
Yeah.
And then recently I got introduced to peptides by a friend who sells them. And then I think we recently had somebody on the show on peptides. And my understanding is some of these peptides can kind of keep me from having doing roids, but maybe giving me more of the great effect for building muscle and maintaining it.
Yes.
Is that true?
That's 100% true.
Oh, wow.
We actually do prescribe peptides, the ones that are safe to prescribe, deemed safe to prescribe, especially like Semarelin, that helps enhance your muscle growth, muscle preservation, especially if you're in a state of weight loss. It helps with your sleep schedule. It helps, it supports your normal body's rhythms with peptides, for example. Like, it's just a general way to put it.
It might get me off the meth.
So it could be. That's the NAD.
Yeah, and you have to get the NAD with a prescription? Is that
you don't have to? We prescribe it because we prescribe injectable.
Okay.
But I do have patients who are on literally capsules from Amazon, because my big thing is I want to find you the least expensive way to have the best life you can. Because sure, I can, you can go to a med spa and get $600 a week to have somebody else poke you in the butt with some tirzepatide, but I don't think that's necessary. We work with people what do I ask my doctor? What do I do with insurance? How do I figure out if insurance covers? Like, all that stuff. That to me, navigating the healthcare system should be a freaking course these days. It's not easy.
Oh yeah.
So because I was stuck in it for a long time, enjoyed it, loved it, really did. This has been a pretty up and down identity crisis for me. Lots of ups, little downs, but
Okay.
but now I can help people navigate it as well. So it's not just about this medication does this. It's how do we get it to you in a way that's effective, right? Don't spend $20 on Amazon. Okay, try once, because if you're one of the people that responds orally, bonus, it's only $20, right? Now, but again, people will come to me and say, well, I can't afford the $1,100 for Zepbound. And I'm like, okay, first of all, there's a savings card. Let's start there.
Okay.
Second, there's also a self-pay plan, but there's stipulations, all that. People see the big, bright advertisements, like $25. I'm like, yeah, if it's covered by insurance.
Ah, there you go.
But
yeah.
people don't know that.
Is insurance covering a lot of that these days?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Heck no, it's expensive as hell.
It's expensive as hell. There you go. Yeah, it's quite interesting. So people that work through you, they're going to do telemedicine. They've got to do their own injections of the stuff that you recommend or that you prescribe for them.
Yes. No matter how, even if you get the brand name, it's still from Eli Lilly, like Lilly Direct now, they have a lower cost of Zepbound vials, which is pretty awesome. So it's brand name, comes in vials, but you have to draw it up and inject it. But there are auto injector pens, like it looks like a brand name Ozempic pen, but you fill it with the medication in your vial. So that's pretty awesome. And then that way, because some people cannot do the syringe bit, some people just cannot do it. So this is a way for them to do it at home without paying out the wazoo.
Yeah, I think I pay, what is it, $100 a week to go have my testosterone shot given to me, and they monitor all my shit. So, but it's expensive. I've been thinking about what's going on with the economy and what's going on with all the weirdness of 2025, and I've been like, what do I do if everything goes to hell with the economy?
I don't know. You're providing extraordinary value, so I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, hopefully so. There you go. So what more do we need to let people know about or discuss about these sort of items and things? How can they reach out to you? How can they get to know you better?
Fastest place to get started is just go to amslifestylemed.com and hit start.
There you go.
Our team will get back to you definitely within 12 hours, but usually within the next 2 or so hours, and you get started. It's easy. And you don't pay. So that's the difference. So when you walk into a doctor's office, you know how they hand you the clipboard to fill out all the crap every time. It's annoying.
Yeah.
So you have to fill it out the first time, but you don't pay when you walk in the door. Much like a regular doctor's office, you pay on the way out. If you're in there and you're like, yeah, I think you guys are crazy and I don't really like the way you do things, you don't pay.
There you go.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's for damn sure.
There you go. Well, you're an entrepreneur. You're taking apart the structures that sometimes we really don't need to get stuff done. So
that's my goal.
The key of being an entrepreneur. So give people a final pitch out to reach out to you.com as we go out.
amslifestylemed.com.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, Dr. Mo.
Thank you so much. It's been awesome.
There you go. Thanks to our audience for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss won the TikTokity, Facebook.com/Chris Voss. Be good to each other. Stay safe, folks, and we'll see you guys next